Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. So today we continue on our online lecture on the chapter 5, which is hypothesis testing about the mean. Okay, so this one we want to find hypothesis testing. So on this lecture we are cover only the basic concept of hypothesis testing. Okay, on this chapter only we solve about hypothesis testing, okay, but it have a long method in order to solve this problem. Okay, learning objective for this lecture. Okay, by the end of this lecture hopefully you understand the basic concept of hypothesis testing. Okay, basic concept of hypothesis testing distinguish between known and unknown cases. This one we refer to the sigma, which is some problems we know the sigma. What is sigma? A standard deviation for population. Some cases we don't know the sigma. If we know the sigma, what method we need to solve? If we don't know the sigma, what method we want to solve? Okay, if we know the sigma, we use Z distribution, table Z. Make sure you have statistical table. If we don't know the value of sigma, which is have the S standard deviation for sample, so we use a T distribution. Okay, and then to determine the tail of the test. Okay, tail of the test, we have three tail, which is left tail, right tail, and two tail. Okay, and then understand the p-value and critical value approach. In order to solve hypothesis testing, we have two methods. The first method is p-value approach. The second method is critical value approach. So how to use p-value and how to use a critical value approach, and then of course last but not least is the interpret the decision based on the claim. Okay, after you have the decision and then you can make a conclusion, because you have a long method. If we use value, we have six steps. If you use a critical value approach, we have five steps in order to solve this problem. Okay, so today we just only learn the step. Okay, for the whole of question kita akan belajar next week. Okay, starting hypothesis testing. Of course, in order to solve this problem, we need to know how to get the hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing have two. The first one is null hypothesis. Null hypothesis we put as hash not. Okay, what is the null hypothesis? Null hypothesis is always statement, no different, no effect, and contain equality. Maksudnya no equality statement here. So, on the null hypothesis, we don't have the equal sign, we don't have the greater than equal, and then we don't have less than equal. Null hypothesis only involve not equal, greater than, and less than only for the null hypothesis. And then the null hypothesis is always true until we have the sufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. In hypothesis testing, we just only have two decisions. Only we reject hash not or fail to reject hash not. Dia hanya ada dua decision tu je. Sama ada kita reject hash not ataupun fail to reject hash not. Fail to reject tu maksudnya kita terima hash not lah. Kita tak akan bagi jawapan accept hash not. Dalam statistical method di hypothesis testing ada istilah what we call it as accept hash not. Dia hanya ada fail to reject hash not or reject hash not. Nanti kita akan tengok macam mana. Okay, that one for null hypothesis. The second one is hash one. Hash one is alternative hypothesis. What is alternative hypothesis? Alternative is the complement for the null hypothesis to be declared true if the null hypothesis declared to be false. It is different with the null hypothesis. Kalau null hypothesis tadi dia ada equal sign, tak boleh ada equal sign. But alternative hypothesis, dia mesti kena ada equal sign. Whether it is equal sign this one, greater than equal or less than equal. Okay? So that one for the alternative hypothesis. Okay? So it is depend on the question lah. Kalau kita tengok macam ni. Okay? To represent the null and alternate hypothesis, hash not, null hypothesis. If null hypothesis mu equal to k, then alternative hypothesis dia akan complement for this one. Dia akan jadi not equal. Okay? Sebab seperti yang saya mention tadi, alternative hypothesis tak boleh ada equal sign ni. Alternative H1. So if your H0 is less than equal to K, so H1 become greater than. Dia akan terbalik. If this one is less than equal, so H1 become greater than. If your H0 greater than equal, so H1 become mu less than K. So make sure you need to understand how to put the hypothesis. Okay, H0 and H1. Okay, looks on the example. State the null and alternate hypothesis about the given information and identify which represent the claim. Okay, so dia nak which represent the claim and H0 and H1. Claim refer to the question needed. Tengok soalan tu nak apa. Okay, for example, laptop manufacturer claims that the average lifetime of battery for a certain model laptop is at least, okay, at least 12 hours. Claim dia adalah at least 12 hours. We know that at least is mu greater than equal to 12. Okay, so since mu greater than equal to 12 have equal sign. Bila dia have equal sign, automatically this one become hash not. Okay, so this one become hash not and then claim here. Okay, why we put at hash not? Because we know that hash not only have equal sign. So kita tengok claim dia adalah at least. At least the symbol is greater than equal. So bila dia ada equal, kita akan letak dia dekat hash not. So bila hash not mu greater than equal to 12, so hash1 automatically become less than 12. Akan terbalik daripada ni. Remember, hash1 tak boleh sesekali ada equal sign. Okay? Claim dia boleh duduk dekat mana-mana lah. Hash not or hash1. Okay. On the next one. Okay. An IT expert claims that, okay, dia punya claim apa? The main cause of removing a virus infection in computer is 50. What does mean of is 50? Means that mu equal to 50. Also a same thing, have equal sign. So automatically this one put at the hash not. Okay, dia akan duduk dekat hash not ni. And then the claim is this one. So also same thing, claim dia duduk dekat hash not. Sebab hash not je yang ada equal sign. So this one, hash1 become mu not equal to 50. Okay. Next. Okay. C. The mean starting salary of fresh graduate in a company is less than 2700. So mu less than 2700. So this one not have equal sign. So automatically this claim put at hash1. Okay. So dia akan duduk dekat hash1 claim ni. Sebab dia punya claim adalah less than tak ada equal sign. So this one become less than. And then automatically your hash not terbalik daripada ni. But have equal sign, it's become mu greater than equal to 2700. Okay? Any question so far? In order to identify the hypothesis testing, which is H0 and H1. It's a very important because that one is the first step when you solve this problem. Okay? If you mistake on identify H0 and H1, all your calculation become mistake. Okay? So that's why it's very important this one. Because in order to identify the tail, also refer to H0 and H1. When you want to refer the table, also we refer to the H0 and H1. Okay, so make sure you need to understand how to identify H0 and H1. If you have any problem, just type at the chat. Okay, next. D. Company that produce a pen claims that the average drying time is again no more than, okay, remember, no more than 3 hours. Okay, no more than 3 hours. So we can get this one. Okay, so the claim is mu less than or equal to 3. No more than. What that mean of no more than? Maksudnya tak lebih daripada 3. Bila tak lebih daripada 3, maksudnya dia adalah less than equal to 3. Okay, next. Types of error. Types of error, we have two. First one is type 1 error. The second one is type 2 error. Okay, in order to make the decision, somehow, what our calculation is yes, chapter 5. Ya Allah, dah masuk baru tanya chapter berapa. Okay, in order to make a decision, sometimes our calculation is not tally with the real situation. Okay, real situation is actually reject H0, but our calculation show that fail to reject H0. Okay, dia tak tally, so that's why we call it as error. Okay, whether it is type 1 error or type 2 error. Okay, what is a type 1 error? Type 1 error occur when we reject H0. Okay, when we reject H0, but H0 is true. Actually, in the real situation, H0 is true, but our calculation showed that we need to reject H0. So that's why we call it as type 1 error. Okay, and then what is type 2 error? Type 2 error occur when we do not reject H0. Okay, do not reject H0, fail to reject H0 when it is false. Okay, actually H0 is false, but we do not reject. Kita terima H0 tu. So that one we call it as type 2 error. So you can refer this table. Okay, this one is our decision. Decision is based on our calculation, but this one is the actual situation. Okay, do not reject H0, but correct decision, do not reject H0 means that H0 is true lah. So kita tak reject correct decision, tapi kita H0 is false, tapi kita tak reject dia. So we call it as type 2 error here. And then reject H0, but H0 is false. This one correct decision. Reject H0, but we fail to reject H0 is type 1 error. Okay. So this one is the types of error. Types of error awak kena tengok fully sikit. Okay. So looks on the example. A factory XYZ produce a battery of size AAA. A battery produce claim that the mean lifetime of a battery produced by his company is at least 30 hours. Okay, dah mention mean dia produce at least 30 hours. A customer argues, okay, and told that the mean lifetime was less than that figure. Okay. Company ni dia dah mention lifetime at least 30, tapi seorang customer ni dia cakap kurang daripada tu. Okay. Based on the situation above, determine if each of the following statement is a type 1 error, a type 2 error, a correct decision. Okay. First one, it was proved that the mean lifetime of a battery is less than 30 hours, but the customer bought the battery. So this one is type 2 error. Okay. Next. Okay. It was proven that the mean lifetime of a battery is at least 30 hours, but the customer did not buy the battery. So this one is the type 1 error. Okay. And then the last one, it was proven that the mean lifetime of a battery is less than 30 hours. The customer did not buy the battery. So this one is the correct decision. Okay. Okay. Example 2. So this one actually the method this one, so you can refer your module. Okay. No, it just only have one answer. Bukan 3 jawapan. It is depend on the question. Dia ada satu je. Sama ada decision awak tu type 1 error, type 2 error, a correct decision. Okay, dia hanya ada satu jawapan saja. Okay, next. Level of significance. What is level of significance? Level of significance is a value of alpha. Okay, this one given by the question. Okay. When making a decision about hypothesis testing, we always assume that the null hypothesis is true. As I mentioned before, null hypothesis is always true until we get the sufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, there might not be one to make a type 1 error here. Okay. And then in order to make the decision, we put what is the level of significance. Okay. This one is a value of alpha when you want to refer the table. Okay. Maybe alpha level of significance 0.9, 1%. Okay. It's depend on the question. Yang ni kita tengok soalan nanti. Okay. Level of significance is just only value of alpha. Okay. Nanti bila kita tengok soalan, kita akan nampak full question. Okay. Statistical test. Okay. In order to make a decision, we have the statistical test. Okay. Z is one. We are using Z and T. Z for sigma known, T for sigma unknown. Okay. When Z sigma unknowns equal to X bar minus mu divided by sigma over N. And T X bar minus mu divided by S over N. So when you have S, standard deviation for sample, we are using T distribution, T table. Okay. When you know the value of sigma, standard deviation for population, we are using Z distribution. Z distribution tu adalah table normal. Okay. Whereby X bar is the mean for sample. Okay. That one how to solve, how to standardize the test statistic. Okay. Next. Nature of the test. I mentioned before, we have 3 types of tail. Okay. The first one is two tail. How to identify whether your hypothesis testing is two tail or not? We are refer to the hash not hash 1. Sorry, we are refer to hash 1. If your hash 1 is not equal sign, so it is a two tail test. Okay, remember, when your H1 not equal sign, so we are using two-tailed test. In order to solve two-tailed test, it have two rejection region. Okay, test have two rejection region. From left hand side, negative value, and then from right hand side, positive value. Remember, two test has two rejection region. Okay. Second one, left tail test. How we know this one left tail test? Also a same thing by refer to H1. Okay, by refer to H1 when your H1 is less than K. Symbol dia less than here at H1. So, this one is left tail. Okay, left tail test, and then your rejection region on the left hand side. Okay, left hand side of the bell shape. So means that here is a negative value. Bila you punya value of Z calculation you nanti letak terduduk dekat left tail here, so kita akan reject hash note. Okay, kalau dia duduk dekat sini, fail to reject hash note. Okay. Next, the last one is right tail test. Also same thing by refer to hash 1. Okay, by refer to hash 1 when your hash 1 greater than K. So greater than K, so this one is right tail test greater than, and then your rejection region on the right hand side. So this one for positive value. Okay, so this one right tail test. So make sure you can differentiate between two tail test, left tail test, and right tail test. Okay, we have three type of tail. Okay, next. Okay, looks on the example. Determine whether the hypothesis test is two tail, left tail, or right tail. Okay, so this one, what is the hypothesis testing this one? Okay, by referring to the H1, H1 is greater than, so this one is the right tail. Yes, left negative value, right positive value. Even though in your apa tu you punya table nanti akan dapat positif, tapi kalau dia left tail, automatically kita kena transform to negative. Okay, table tu hanya bahagi you punya value on the table statistic, tapi whether it is positive or negative refer to the tail. If it is right tail, dia akan jadi positif. Walaupun table memang akan bagi positif. Okay. Kalau dia left tail, if your table give positive, it is become negative. Table tu hanya untuk dapat dia punya value. Bukan dapat dia punya sign, simbol dia. Okay, table only to get the value, not the sign. The sign negative or positive refer to the hash 1. Apa bunyi tu? Okay. But for two tail, kalau two tail, awak tengok tadi, two tail have two value, positive and negative. Okay. Cara dia nanti tengok table. Okay. So this one is right tail test. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. And then this one. H1 less than. So this one become left tail test. And this one is not equal. So this one become two tail test. Okay. Next. State the null and alternate hypothesis and then determine whether the hypothesis test is two tail, left tail, or right tail. Okay, so this one you want to identify the hypothesis testing H0 and H1. Okay, read the question first. A company claims that its brand of paint have a mean drying time at most. Okay, so at most simbol dia macam mana? At most less than equal to 50. Okay, paling banyak 50. So at most So this one is mu less than equal to 50. So we know that when it have equal sign, it's put at the hash not the sign here. And then this one is your claim. Okay. So automatically your H1 become mu greater than 50. Okay, since this one is at most less than equal, so your H1 become greater than 50. Since H1 greater than 50, it's become right tail test. Okay, next. A security alarm company that claims that their alarm system can be used for at least 10 years. Okay, you can use this one at least 10 years. So we know that at least 10 years means that mu greater than equal to 10. So also a same thing, this one put at the hash not. Okay, since it have equal sign, so your claim at hash not, and then hash 1 become mu less than 10. Since mu less than 10 at hash 1, so it's become left tail test. Okay, understand how to identify left tail test and how to identify hash not and hash 1. Okay, next. Making decision. Okay, in order to making the decision, if we are using p-value test, okay, p-value test, if the p-value less than or equal to alpha, alpha is the significant level, is given by the question, then we reject hash not. Kalau mu greater than negative value pun sama ke yes. Okay, also the same thing, whether it is negative or positive value. But usually, mu is a mean. Mean. Mean jarang kita dapat negative value ni. Mean kan purata. Okay. So usually we don't have a negative value sebab dia adalah mean. Okay, tapi kalau ada, yes, just only looks on the symbol. Okay. Remember, symbol at hash not sahaja yang ada equal sign. Hash 1 cannot have equal sign. In order to identify tail, we are refer to hash 1, not hash not. Ingat tu Okay. P-value. After you get the calculation and then you want to make a decision. If we are using p-value, as I mentioned before, we have two approach in order to solve hypothesis testing, whether we are using critical value approach or p-value approach. P-value approach, when we find the value of p and then we get less than alpha, then we reject hash not. If p-value approach greater than alpha, then we fail to reject hash not. It depends on the p-value. Okay. How to find p-value? Nanti kita akan belajar. Okay. Sekarang ni kita belajar how to make a decision first. Okay. This one you need to remember. When you want to reject hash not and when we want to fail to reject hash not. Okay. Ingat, dia tak ada accept hash not. Dia hanya ada reject hash not or fail to reject hash not. Ataupun do not reject hash not. Gitu. Kenapa? Jangan tanya saya. Okay. The critical value approach. The critical value approach in order to make a decision is based on the left tail tadi lah. Yang bell shape tu. Kalau two tail, this one is the rejection region. Kalau dia left tail, this one is the rejection region. And then kalau dia right tail, This one is the rejection region. Okay. And then here, value here is a value of Z alpha. Z from the table. Then we find the Z calculation. Z calculation tadi. Yang Z equal to X bar minus mu divide by over N tu. Okay. So we can get the value of Z. If the value of Z lies in this area, so reject hash no. Okay. That one for making decision for the critical value approach. Okay. Rejection region. Based on the rejection region, as I mentioned before, same thing. Okay. So this one. Okay. Rejection region, both sides of the tail. Okay. So this one, left tail only on the left side. And then right tail only on the right side. On the rejection region. Rejection region means that you reject H naught. Okay. So this one. Okay. Next. Looks on the example. For each of the following, use the information given to determine the tail of the test, the rejection region, and decide whether to reject the hash knot. Okay, so it's already given. Your claim mu equal to 70, critical value z equal to 1.64, and z equal to 1.68. Okay. From this one, claim Z equal to 78 is stated at the hash knot. Sebab dia equal sign. Okay. So now this one is two tail. We know that two tail have two rejection region. Okay. And then Z naught here. Z naught, this value is value of Z naught. Okay. And then what is your Z calculation? Z calculation is 1.68. Your Z naught is 1.64 here. So 1.68, your Z calculation lies on this rejection region. Since your Z lies in the rejection region, so our decision is reject hash naught. Since Z greater than Z naught. Okay. So this one reject hash naught. Okay. Next. Your claim mu greater than 65. Again, mu greater than 65. So this one, so your hash naught is mu less than equal to 65. And then your hash 1, mu greater than 65. So since your H1 is greater than, so this one is a right tail. Okay, so right tail here. So right tail, you draw the bell shape. Here is the, oh sorry. Okay, if you draw the bell shape, okay, rejection region here, left right tail. Okay, and then looks, what is your Z naught here? Z naught here is 1.69. But your Z calculation not lies on the rejection region. Lebih kecil duduk kat sebelah sini. So bila Z 1.53 duduk kat sini, so your decision is fail to reject hash naught since your Z is less than 1.69. Okay? Boleh? Okay, also same thing for question C. This one for T test. Okay, this one is same thing, greater than equal to. So you put on the hypothesis testing, hash naught and hash 1. So your hash 1 is less than, because your, sorry, this one claim at this one ya. Claim duduk dekat hash 1. Hash naught claim. Silap ni. Okay. And then your, this one is less tail. Also same thing. Left tail here. Okay. Okay. So we know that the value of T test is less than your value of T naught. So reject hash naught. No, if your value of mu greater than 65, ni soalan mana ni? Ya, less than. But less than equal. Dia mesti akan terbalik. Simbol dia tak akan sama. Kalau your H1 greater than, H0 become less than equal. Dia mesti tak akan sama. Mana boleh sama? Dia terbalik. Nama pun complementary. Complement. Okay? If your H0 is greater than, no, H0 is not claim because your claim here. Your claim is mu greater than 65. Soalan tu dah terang-terang tulis claim mu greater than 65. Claim is refer to the H1. Refer to the question. Claim tak semestinya duduk dekat H0. Dia boleh duduk dekat H1. So, we are refer to your question. Question you apa? Kalau question you cakap claim, itulah. Tapi, yes, claim from the info question given. Okay? Tapi tengok, claim awak tu ada equal sign ke tidak? Itu penentu dia. Kalau claim awak ada equal sign, okay, dia akan duduk dekat H0. Kalau claim awak tak ada equal sign, dia akan duduk dekat H1. Sebab H1 tak boleh ada equal sign. Tu awak kena ingat. H1. H1 tak boleh ada equal sign. H1 hanya boleh ada greater than, less than, or not equal. Awak tengok, soalan tu bagi apa? If question given to you greater than, not have equal sign, so dia akan duduk dekat H1 lah. H not mesti ada equal sign. Dia akan terbalik lah. Kalau the H1 tak ada equal, H not akan ada equal sign. Okay? Dia akan terbalik. Okay, kalau greater than, so H not dia akan jadi less than equal. Tadi kalau awak tengok tadi kan. Mana? Ni. Okay, look here. Ni. Dia akan terbalik. If your H0 mu equal to K, your H1 mesti akan jadi macam tu. Dia tak boleh jadi lain. Tiba-tiba you nak buat less than equal pula ke tak boleh. Okay. Kalau your H0 greater than equal to K, your H1 is less than K. If your H0 less than equal to K, your H1 greater than K. Dia akan terbalik. Okay, and then H1 tak boleh sesekali ada equal sign. Okay? Any problem? Ada soalan? Kalau tak ada soalan, that's all. Thank you.